Hi, everybody. I'm here to invite Kim Halverson, uh, who is a realtor here in Los Angeles with Compass, to talk about the real estate market in Los Angeles, California. So we're waiting for Kim, and I want to tell you that Kim is my friend. I met her through BNI, which is a networking organization, and she has truly caught my heart. She is so professional and so sweet, and you will meet her in a little while. So I'm letting her in now, and I'm very excited about having Kim with us today. Hey,
Hello.
how are you, Kim?
I'm great. Thank
Welcome.
you.
Thank you for coming.
Oh
You
my
look
gosh.
wonderful in red. I love
Oh,
that color.
thank you. Yeah, I got some great advice from a good friend
Okay.
to wear red.
Good advice, good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm very excited here. I was talking a little bit about you, how I met you through BNI.
Yes.
And I wanted to tell everybody who's here today that Kim Halverson, I'm going to say it really clearly, is an award-winning realtor. Because, why? Real estate is in her blood. She works with her sister Christine, who is also super professional and lovely. And her parents are realtors in Phoenix, and their grandpa was a broker in Manhattan. So you can imagine it runs in their blood. They focus on building relationships and getting the best price for their client's home. So Kim went to the Arizona State University, and she has a degree in art history and business. And that's why she can bring an eye for detail that helps a lot with real estate deals. Her philosophy is it's more than buying or selling a home, it's creating a lifestyle. I love that. Kim is here to incorporate her clients' real estate needs into the vision of their lifestyle. And together with her sister Christine, they create a win-win situation for their clients because they do effective negotiations, which I am a witness, and they aim for top dollar for their sellers and the best deal for their clients. So with you,
Yes.
very excited to have Kim Halverson here with me today and with all of
Thank
us.
you. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for
Of
having me.
course. And I want to ask you something that is for me very important. What are you passionate about, Kim?
What am I oh, my light just went out. Um, what I'm so passionate about, especially when it comes to my career, is for me, it's always people first. So I am passionate about helping people. And what I love about real estate is it is connected to almost every phase of our lives when we have a family, when we get divorced, when we pass away, when we upsize or downsize. So to me, the people and my clients that I work with are who keep me going in this crazy world of real
That's
estate.
great. You
Yeah.
certainly put a personal touch in everything you do.
Yeah, I
That's
try.
very important. Yeah. So tell us a story about one of your clients that made you feel more satisfaction. Do you remember something really exciting?
Yeah, well, it's just like an honor to be a small part of the clients' lives. Um, Gosh, there's so many examples I can think of at this time. Um, I think of this family. I won't say any names for their privacy.
Mhm.
Um, but Christine and I, when the market was down, we did a lot of short sales.
Mm-hmm.
And so we helped this family buy this really cool historic condo in Koreatown. And at first they were just a young couple, and then they got pregnant and they ended up having
Wow.
twins.
Uh-huh.
So the 1920s Koreatown condo and their small elevator just on the fourth floor didn't work for their twins anymore. So we helped them sell that and buy their next home. And then they recently sold that home and they're now in their like forever dream home.
Wow.
So just over a period of 10 years to see their lives like grow and their family grow and to, help them get into that forever home was just a real honor.
So uh, I'm thinking, can you help people with their financial planning to buy a home? I mean, if a young couple comes and they dream of a new home, but they don't have any idea or where to start, can you help them on the financial part?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a lender, so I don't do that part, but what I do is I connect them with some of the best financial experts in Los Angeles. So I'll connect them with a mortgage planner who financial picture together so the bank says, "Oh yes, we want to lend you money."
Okay.
And and sometimes, especially when they're self-employed, that can take a couple of years because you have to
Okay.
have
Sure.
your taxes, showing the bank that you are credit worthy and you have the income to buy this house or condo. So we've worked with people and it's taken them 2 to 3 years to just set themselves up financially with their CPA, with their financial planner, with their mortgage professional. Um, and it's also, even before that, is what I'm really passionate about because you can start looking at your own finances and see how can I set myself up for success. So we like to do those kind of tools and planning, and we are really with our clients from the beginning all the way to the end, if possible.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
something very important because
Oh, I can't hear you anymore.
they, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry about that. It's just that I forgot to put on my. So yeah, this is very important because many people think they are not able to buy a home and they live for many, many years on a rented house and they pay
Hmm.
all this money in rent
Yeah,
where they could have, bought a home and pay mortgage instead of paying a rent. But if they
correct.
don't ask the right questions and they are not guided by a good realtor who
Yeah,
has a network of professionals, financial professionals that can help them and tell them you will be able to do it if you follow these and these steps. So I
yeah,
think it's very, very useful and important. So tell me something now with the COVID-19 crisis, and I know that there are no open houses. How are you
yeah,
showing the homes? What's the deal now? How can you
yeah.
work like this?
Well, in Los Angeles, we're in a very special place, so we're making sure everybody is safe. I know in other parts of the country, they're holding open houses already, so they just don't have the as much concern as we do.
Hmm.
So it's actually been an interesting time because moving is really stressful to begin with.
Yeah,
And
I
then you
know.
add, a pandemic on top of that, and whoa. Um, how we've been helping clients get through this time is, really when you think about it, when you think about selling your home, okay, you have to have people come in your home. And so you think about, wow, we're in a pandemic. Who's coming in my home? Like it takes it to a whole new
Yeah,
level.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have buyers and their agents have to sign a waiver. We have to sign it with our buyers. And many times you have to show that you're financially able to even buy the home before you see the home.
Okay.
So, so the procedure is look at all the photos online and virtual tours and 3D tours where you can actually walk through the home. You can put on your VR goggles and you can physically walk through the home virtually.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the first step. And then if you like the home beyond that, then we go through our COVID-19 safety measures, so the
Mm-hmm.
waiver, the finances, and then before you step foot in the home, you have your mask on, you have your gloves on, and shoe covers. On top of
Oh,
that,
wow. A
if
lot of
I'm,
protection.
yeah, and we are sanitizing the home before and after the showing. So we have sanitizer to wipe down the light switches, the railings, the door
Yeah,
handles. So we're just taking every precaution we have because, you know, we want to be safe as the agents, and we want our clients to be
sure.
safe. So
So on one side you have more work because
yeah,
you have to sanitize, and on the other hand you don't have any so many people coming to see the home. Only the real people who are
yeah,
really interested with the money and ready to
have to
go.
move. Yeah, have to
Oh,
move.
okay, okay. So on one side you are busier, and on the other side you have, less people, less
Yeah,
curious people, let's
yeah.
say it that way, right?
Yeah. Well, and then it's true. I mean, it feels like the same work because it's where we aren't busy with the open houses, we're busy with, making sure we're compliant with the COVID-19 guidelines. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I think, in my opinion, I think it's safer. I would feel safe if they tell me that I need to wear all these things
Yeah.
and do and sign and do all that, because
Yeah.
I know that when I get into that home will be safe for me.
Yes. Yes,
And then
that's
for
the
the,
goal.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
very I'm very happy that you work in that way. But I also heard that, let's say if I have a home that I want to sell and my kitchen is outdated and my bathrooms are outdated, and I heard that I can get more money out of my home
Yes.
if I put everything beautiful. And but I don't have the money. Let's say I don't have the money, but I need to sell my house.
Yes.
How can you help me?
Well, being with Compass, we have our concierge program. So what this is the perfect scenario if your home needs painting, if
Hmm.
your kitchen needs some updating, and if you need staging for the home or landscaping, what we do is we will go through your home with you and say, Susana, if you painted these cabinets white and added these, this gold or brass hardware that the buyers love right now,
Hmm.
that would increase your home another, fifty to $100,000.
Wow.
So we take a look and we see where the money is needed. So
Hmm.
staging is always a priority because staged homes are set up so a buyer sees themselves in the home. It takes off all the personalization,
Hmm.
and it really buyers just you walk in the door and you just want to live like that, and so that helps.
So you also help people to pay for the staging and pay for whatever renovations,
Yes,
and then
yes,
and then when the house is sold, then the seller gives you the money back.
yeah, yeah.
That's the
So
way
it's
it
all
works.
it's all done up front, and it's a percentage of the list price. So we do have a budget to work with, and there's no fees. There's no cost to do this. We pay it up front, and then when the house sells, the seller reimburses Compass for their updates that they've done.
It's great. It's a
Yeah,
win-win situation for everybody, right?
yeah, it is because, and even we're finding that sellers they probably in many cases they do have the money, but they will be charged from their retirement account or their bank to pull that money
Right,
out. So this
right.
this is just saves the seller more money by having to
Yeah,
pay any cost.
even in taxes,
Yeah,
because if they have to retrieve money from their retirement account, then
yeah,
maybe they have to pay taxes on that as income.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so excellent. So
Mm-hmm.
tell me, what's the most beautiful home you have ever sold?
Oh, you know, the first home that comes to mind is in this little pocket in Santa Monica. It's north of Wilshire. It's just like the perfect little neighborhood. And there's this home that I drove by it for years, and I was like, oh my God, I love this home. It's so special. It's so different. It just, it was like almost like a custom home, built in the 1950s. So I
Okay.
got a call one day from this really nice man, and he said, I found you online. I see you're in Santa Monica. I have a house that my dad built that I grew up in, and I need to sell it. So, can you come take a look and let me know, what you can do for me? Um, so that was the home you know, everybody has that home that you drive by that you
Yeah.
just dream about. And that was, for me, that was a dream
So
home
it
to
was
sell.
like you put in the universe the
Yes.
wish that you wanted to sell the
Yeah.
house, that the house was your dream house, and
Yes.
it came to you. So I
Yes.
believe in that. I believe in wishing and asking God or the universe or whatever you want to call it, each person in a different way. But I believe in that. To wish for something with a lot of faith and a lot of, strength, and it will come to you. So I love that story.
Yeah. Thank
So
you. Me too.
yeah. So on another more serious note, do you think with the COVID-19 or all these people who are unemployed, the millions of people, do you think there will be opportunities for investing right now? How do you see? Because I heard that the market right now is a seller market.
Yes.
I somebody told me that they wanted to buy a house and there were another 14 offers on one
Mm-hmm.
home that was last week. So
Yeah.
how do you see that? Because it's been 3 months that people are out of work and still are buyers in the market.
Yes. Great question. And that kind of goes in line with the question that I always get, which is, how's the market?
Yeah.
So and it's a hard question to answer because every real estate market, whether it's Los Angeles, Santa Monica, has their little pockets. So you have a
Hmm.
neighborhood within a neighborhood within a city. And some homes, regardless of what's going on in the market, always have people waiting for that special home to come on the market. So that's an example of that home that had
Okay.
14 offers. And a lot of that is
Yeah.
because of pricing. When a home is priced right, it's going to sell quickly.
Hmm.
And it's hard to say what's going to happen with the real estate market because we still have low inventory and interest rates are, they say, are going to remain low for the next 1 to 2 years.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and so when it comes to unemployment, I'm not sure how they're gauging the numbers because I know there's a lot of people who are temporarily unemployed,
Hmm.
and corporations are restructuring their staff. So I think this time next year is a good time to answer that, like in a way
Okay.
that,
Let us
we'll
know.
have some real numbers.
Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah,
Let us all of us let us know
yeah,
because it's gonna be an interesting time and hopefully it's not gonna be like it was in the 2008. Hopefully. I
yeah,
mean, now things have changed because if people cannot pay their mortgage right now, they can ask for an extension, a grace period,
correct.
in many
Yeah,
way, in many industries, like in where I work in life insurance, and also if you cannot pay your premium, they will give you, some companies will give you an extra time to
yeah,
pay, or if you're leasing your car, some companies will let you not pay for a couple of months. So like you say, we will see what happens next year.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would
I
like
agree
to
with you.
add to that, though, that this is a time to start looking at your financial picture,
Hmm.
because the real estate market, the cycles are 7 to 10 years, and we're on the upside at the 10-year mark. So our down market was 2010. We're in 2020. So there is going to be a change in the market, but it's hard to say what or when that will be because we don't have those bad loans that we had in 2010. So if you're looking for opportunity, like to buy or invest, look at your financial picture and start understanding your numbers personally,
Hmm.
and start looking for the investment and understanding those numbers. And that's when having an agent that knows those neighborhoods, that knows that rental market, will be of a tremendous value to you.
Yeah, it's true because I know that people have done, not here, but in Florida, investments in properties and now they cannot even rent them in
Yeah.
some areas. I'm not saying everywhere, but so you need to be, savvy and know
Yes.
how to, where to, location, right?
Yeah.
Location. That's the most
Oh,
important thing.
it's always location, and then having those reserves. So, if you have a rental and you have vacancies, as a landlord, as an investor, you need to have some reserves to cushion you for that time.
Hmm.
So
Correct.
this is a time to start building your reserves
Correct.
if you can.
Very, yeah, very good idea.
Yeah.
Really. Before I ask you my last question, I would like
Okay.
to ask our audience if they have any questions, please type them. And so Kim will answer. I see that somebody wrote very insightful, and Christine is saying hello, and
Hello,
Leila is
everybody.
over there. So my question, my last question, maybe other
Oh,
people want to ask you something, is do you have any anecdotes that you want to share with us? Something that happened to you?
anecdotes.
I
What do
don't
you mean
know,
by
something
anecdotes?
something funny, or an
Oh.
actor or somebody famous who came to see a home that you were selling.
Oh. Um,
LA, this is LA, everybody
I,
has
you
seen a
know,
celebrity here and there.
yes, I see a lot of celebrities, but I don't always know who they are until they leave. Because
That's really funny.
I feel bad for for celebrities because I'll be looking at them like, I know you, I
I have
know who
seen
you
you.
are. And they'll look at me like, please stop staring at me. Um,
Okay,
but
they are asking how to start over in a new market to gain consistent sales
ooh,
from a real estate perspective.
ooh, I love that question because I did that myself when I moved from Phoenix to Los Angeles in '06.
Okay.
So, so to position yourself as an expert in a neighborhood or in a new city, I really recommend teaming up with an established brokerage that has a good reputation.
Hmm.
Because the hardest thing to do is to explain to buyers and sellers in that neighborhood who you are, and then you also have to explain who your brokerage is. So going with someone who has a lot of sales in your market is a good start because you can team up with a well-producing team. When and if open houses are permitted, you can do open houses.
Hmm.
And then another resource is to talk to first sale by owners and talk to homes that are expired. So they tried to sell, and for some reason they didn't.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
and
That's a
it's
great
just,
idea.
yeah, and it's good to learn how the sellers are, how the buyers are in your new city, because eventually they're going to know who you are and they're going to want to work with you. So just provide value and be visible. Be
Mm,
visible. Be on
okay.
video. know the numbers, know your stats, and share those. Knowing the numbers instantly positions you as an expert. The price per square foot. How much does a home or apartments rent for? Where are the opportunities? So get to know all those little ins and outs, and that'll help you a lot.
That's very interesting. I remember, I'm a fan of Barbara Corcoran. You know her,
Me
right?
too. Yes.
So she said, how did she become really famous? She did exactly that. She calculated the price of the square foot in Manhattan, and she sent the New York Times a letter saying the square foot in Manhattan is this and this and this, depending on, I don't know if it's for rent or for, and then they published the Corcoran report.
Yes.
And then that's how she became famous, and people started calling her, and all kinds of celebrities thought she was, the most important realtor in New York, and she was just starting. So I think that's
Yes.
very, very, I thought it was funny, but at the same time, she was lucky, but very smart.
Yes.
And I think it's because she knew the numbers. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, she's an expert, or she was an expert in that day.
Yeah. I think she's still an expert. I think they also remembered her because she had like this red jacket,
Yeah.
and it was like so expensive for her, but she got it.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
everybody remembered her from the newspaper and her red jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
So little things
She
like
spent
that.
like all the money that she had in that jacket. So
Yeah.
people, yeah, she has a lot of good tips, but I love that she said that she published, and then she knew the numbers. And
Yeah.
you want always to work with an expert,
Hmm.
right? In
Yes.
anything you do, even if you want to cut your hair, you don't want your
Oh
husband to cut
yeah.
your hair. Although my husband cut my hair really well, but
I know. He
you
needs
want to
to cut
go.
mine.
But you need to go to an expert, correct?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
every time you want to talk, always you want to call. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Well,
yeah.
yeah, and if you think of it even like a doctor or a surgeon, every surgeon has their first surgery, but they
Correct.
are usually surrounded by experts guiding them. So if you're in
Yeah.
a new city or you're a new agent, surround yourself with experts to help you take care of people.
Yeah, I have one of our friends in the audience is Gabriel, who I know him very well, and his family is in real estate all over the
Oh,
world. So I'm very
wow.
happy that you joined us. And yeah, they are in Spain with a beautiful, beautiful shopping center, and
Oh,
in
wow.
Curacao and in other places. So I'm happy that you're here, listening to what's going on in the real estate market in Los Angeles.
Hi,
You never know
Gabriel.
if you're gonna come here
Yes, we
to
need you in
see
Los Angeles.
what's going on in this huge city, beautiful city. So,
Yeah.
okay. So I don't know, you want to add something? Anybody wants to ask something else? It's been,
Um,
yeah,
I think I want to add, when it comes to real estate, just like get in the market wherever you can. So if your first purchase, residential or commercial, just get in, because the longer you hold your property, as Gabrielle, I'm sure will tell you, the more it increases in value. So
yeah,
I would recommend getting in, talk to your local realtor, make sure you trust them, make sure you can talk to them, because there's a lot of financial details involved. So you want somebody you can talk to and know and like and trust.
yeah. Yeah, you know that I
Yeah,
know people who took advantage of the 2008 crisis, and they had the means to buy property in that time.
hmm,
Oh my God, they did so well. They were
yeah,
patient because they had to wait a few years until the properties gained back their value.
correct.
So, but I know all of them were advised by a good realtor who knew which areas, which locations,
Hmm.
what kind of properties, and all of that
Yeah,
were the best deals. So yeah.
Yes. I think one more thing that's on my mind is that now that we're becoming more online and being able to work from home, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of companies hire outside of like Los Angeles or San Francisco or New
Hmm.
York.
Hmm.
So I think in terms of being able to buy a home, I think buyers are going to start looking outside of urban areas because they can work from home. So
Correct.
it does take some thoughts to kind of reposition yourself and how you live your life. But I think there's a tremendous opportunity in areas outside of major cities.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was talking to some friends who are architects, and one of them has, a degree in urbanism. I don't know how you say that in
Oh,
English.
yeah.
And she said exactly that, that people are going to start leaving the big cities
Hmm.
and living, in places where they can have a backyard and then they can sit outside and work from their porch or their backyard and
Yeah.
more green. We would like to see more green in our lives
Yes. Yeah.
and everything you can get delivered and
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, almost everything is deliverable, and we're all cooking from home now more than ever.
yes,
It's whether we
absolutely.
like it or not, but we're learning.
Yeah, depends on
Yeah.
what you feel like doing. Yeah. So, do you work only in Santa Monica or you work in other areas in Los Angeles? How is it
Oh
that you?
yeah. I work in other areas of Los Angeles, so we'll have Santa Monica has its draw to it, but it's also very high dollar
Mhm.
entry point. So if someone has a certain budget and it doesn't fit what they're looking for on the west side, like Santa Monica or Venice, we'll say, let's look a little bit east. Let's look at the valley. Let's look at South Bay. And if it's too far out, what we end up doing is partnering with an agent in that community. So
Mhm.
we can make sure that these clients are taken care of. So
Okay.
predominantly Los Angeles, a little bit outside, traffic permitting, but for the
Mhm.
most part, I try to keep people as close as possible.
Well, but Los Angeles is a very like expanded city, like
Yeah,
very big city, so
yeah,
it's enough, I would say.
yes,
The good thing is that right now we don't have much traffic.
yeah. I
People
know.
are,
I
yeah,
just
that's
had
good.
a buyer. He was looking for a condo in Hollywood, and then when this all started, he said, "I don't need a condo. I want a house."
Hmm.
So Christine went to college in Claremont,
Hmm.
which is Pomona area. So he found a house with a pool there,
Beautiful.
and he works
And I'm
from home.
sure very more affordable than in Hollywood. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's getting a house for the same price as he would have got a condo, and he doesn't have HOAs. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's very important. I mean, for me that I drive so much in LA, this has been a blessing
it
I mean,
has
I love meeting in person. I miss it very
too.
much, but I don't miss the traffic, to tell you the truth.
I don't think anybody
I
misses traffic.
No, I come home like at 3 p.m. It's the worst traffic. You would say
Yes.
5 p.m. No, LA at 2:30
It's,
you need
oh yeah,
to leave wherever you're going 2:30 because I mean before I don't know what's going to happen now
before.
because
I think
I
it'll
think
still be that way.
yeah, I think many companies are going to have their people stay in their homes and work from home because it works. It works.
Yeah,
It
I think
surely
it's
does.
less
Yeah.
traffic, maybe more productive. I'm not sure about that yet.
I don't know if more product. I have a
Yeah.
friend who works in a large corporation, and she says that it's crazy to make people, you know,
Focus.
give focus in the Zoom meetings and all of that.
Yeah.
And you don't know if they're in social media, if they are in the office, then they can
Yes.
control that.
I don't know. I don't know how people with children are doing the homeschooling and working from home.
Yeah,
So,
that's my daughter. My daughter is doing that.
oh, I
It's
give
going
them so
crazy.
much credit because this is a whole new world for so many people, especially homeschooling.
Yeah, it's very hard. Very hard. It's
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it either. I don't know, but we will have to learn how to, right? We will
Yes,
have,
we're learning. We're all
we're
learning a new
learning.
normal.
Yes. And we will get used to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well,
Anything
thank you.
else?
I don't
You
think
and
so, but I just want to
okay.
say thank you, Susanna.
How can people reach you? What's your social media, your number? Well, how do you want us to reach
Yeah,
out to you, Kim?
you can reach me here on Instagram. I check my messages, or you can call me. My cell is 310-309-9130. Call me or text me. I'm here to help you, to be of service to you for real estate. And if you're not in the Los Angeles area and you need some help, I can find somebody to work with you. But I'd love to get to know you and see how I can help you. My website is kimandchristine.com, and that's Christine
Kim,
with a K.
hey, yeah. Kim and Christine, they're the dream team, I call them.
Yeah.
I call you, you guys.
Thank you. It does.
Yeah, you're the
Teamwork makes
best.
the dream work.
Yes,
So we have fun together. But she is my sister, so we do have some sisterly moments.
yes, the best, the best.
Thank you,
You're
Susanna. I
very,
think you're the best too. I really
yeah, I
admire
enjoy.
you.
Me too. I admire you, and I know you are very dedicated, not pushy, very professional. Work with an excellent broker that is Compass. Give
Yeah.
all the help and network and everything for your clients to make it a smooth process. Because, like you said, moving is very, very hard and very stressful,
Yeah.
and people believe that their homes are worth millions more than they really are. So you know how to, in a very diplomatic way, explain to them and try to and get them the best value for their home, I'm
Yes,
sure.
I do. Yeah, because getting the most value and price for the home, it just sets you up for the next chapter in your life. So I really understand that, and that's part of why I love what I do.
Yes,
So thank
you can
you.
tell. Okay. Okay. So it was
Thank you,
beautiful
Susanna.
having you and hope to see you
Likewise.
soon.
Okay, thank
Enjoy your
you.
weekend.
You
Bye.
too.
And
Bye.
everybody who came, thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.